Nick picked up a chicken from the ground and loaded it onto his bow, then launched the bird at an enemy. The chicken not only struck the target directly but also laid an egg upon impact. After dealing with the perimeter guards, the team reached the prison exterior. While his teammates created a diversion from hiding, Nick led the others to the door. Attempting to fish for the keys with a broom, he accidentally poked the guard in the eye, then jammed it into his ear, and finally bumped it against a fan. The guard remained asleep, oblivious to the commotion. Once Nick secured the keys, he tossed them toward his teammate. The teammate struggled to reach them, eventually stepping out of hiding, grabbing the keys, and returning to unlock his own cell. Just then, the guard awoke, but before he could utter a word, the teammate slapped him only to accidentally hit the alarm panel, triggering the siren. Enemy troops began converging. The teammate stepped out wielding a shotgun and fired at an approaching soldier, instantly reducing him to paste smeared against the wall. Amid the chaos, Nick freed the hostages. Spotting a base layout, he decided to destroy the enemy stronghold. They hadn't gone far when an officer ambushed them. After a frantic exchange of wild gunfire, Nick emerged victorious thanks to his superior marksmanship. Finally reaching the lair of the enemy commander, John, Nick found his path blocked by a wall. After considerable effort, he climbed over and jumped down only to discover the wall was less than half his height. The moment he entered, John pointed a gun at him. Choosing to show respect, Nick lowered his weapon. Unexpectedly, Nick spun around and delivered a backflip kick, but John didn't flinch. Infuriated by this disrespect, Nick promptly shot the pistol from John's hand. Enraged, John grabbed a long sword, and the two engaged in a fierce duel, fighting their way from the lower level upstairs. Nick swung his blade at a nearby candle, but his sword shattered while the candle remained unscathed. Their struggle brought them back downstairs just as Nick's boss arrived, determined to finish John himself. When both fighters exhausted themselves, they let their shadows continue the battle. With his boss's help, Nick rescued the final hostage, only to discover it was Lisa's ex-husband. Seeing Lisa and Nick reunited after surviving the ordeal, the ex-husband offered to take a commemorative photo of the couple. In the next second, he accidentally stepped back and plummeted off the cliff.